What's up? What's up, peeps, and what's up? What's up? What's up, peeps and pirates, and welcome to this first of a kind, very special video, which is about the ultimate travel hack. How to save money on your travels, how to basically make you feel like you're traveling for free, how to have the feeling that you're never losing money again. So hard to speak enthusiastically. Before I get further into this and I tell you how to never unnecessarily lose money again, there's one important thing I would like to say, and that is a big thank you. Thank you for being here. 500 subscribers. This is just so awesome to me. Like, I remember when it was like, when I finally hit the 100 subscribers, it was like, oh, there's 2 zeros. And now it's 5 times that people subscribe to this channel. I'm so thankful for all you peeps and pirates being here. I hardly have any words for this. It's complicated. It really makes me feel good. Not on a views and subscribers yay level, but it makes me kind of feel good as a person that apparently there are a lot of people that are relating to what I think and what I create. And even though I do not have some kind of crazy or cool giveaway for you, which would technically be hard to realize because we're always on travels and always in a different, you understand it. But I made this video for you. And it's about a secret hack, and it's really important that this video does not go viral under any circumstances. Like, it's a very secret thing, and if too many people get to know about it and if too many people utilize it, it might get a little out of control and we will not be able to pull this hack off on our travels. I made a video about being broke a few months ago, and that was the case. Like, I was out of money every month, even though I was making a little money working as a freelancer. And now it works. It simply works. So you first have to know that this does not work in 2 developed countries. Like, for instance, in Thailand it might already be hard to pull off, but in Laos and Cambodia it definitely works. About Vietnam, I'm not so sure about that. We're about to go to Hanoi actually today. You simply, and this is the hack, you don't pay. You just don't pay. You just don't pay people. Like, it's mind-blowing, right? It's so simple. You just don't pay. If you need a transport, just hop in. They're filling the bus up anyway. If they're looking for the tickets, you might just look away. Very often times they won't even ask you, and then you just go. If you check in a hotel, or if you're looking for a stay and no one asks for your name or your passport, you just don't pay. You can even just check out in the middle of the night and walk off. You just don't pay. If you eat somewhere and you don't have to pay in advance, you just sit down, eat your food, and then you stand up and leave. The people in Asia are always too busy or are sleeping anyway. Just leave and don't pay. Same with sightseeing. If you walk around and there are these ticket counters, ticket offices, just walk through. As soon as you're inside, like, we were never asked for a ticket once we were inside of a sightseeing or tourist spot. Just walk through. Just don't pay. But here is the crucial point. It is very important that you'll never stay too long in one place. People will start recognizing your face and there might be rumors going on about you. So make sure that you keep constantly moving from one place to the other, from one village to the other, and also make sure to never go back and never come back to the same places again. Which is also good, right? Because it forces you to keep kind of a natural travel pace. You will always keep... I'm sorry. I'm kidding. Please don't take this serious. It might actually work. Don't do this. Horrible idea. This is stupid. Don't do this. If you're new here, I'm sorry. And if you know me already, I'm also sorry. I'm sorry I've tricked you and clickbaited you into this, but I actually have advice. I have a recommendation. It was not all stupid shit, but let's get into it. I do not really have technical advice, but I definitely have advice that works. This trick, this hack, is powerful. Before I finally get into this, there's one thing you need to know and one thing you need to change in advance to really make this work. And that is your mindset. And I know what you are thinking, at least what some of you are thinking. If I don't have money, I don't have money. Changing my mindset or perspective will not change anything. If I don't have money, if I'm broke, then I'm broke, then I need money. Like, that doesn't change a thing. I understand that, I've been there, and let me tell you, it works. It works and it changes a lot. The first step basically is to let go of your money. And I know that sounds contradicting, but if you think about it, you see, all the time that I spent holding on to that money, clinging on to that money, and thinking about how to not lose money, I was wasting all the time I could have used to figure out how to actually generate money or how to save money. You probably noticed, the more you think about not screwing something up, at work, at a talk, at a show, in an exam, whatever, the more likely it is that exactly this will happen. On the other hand, if you set priorities, if you get your mind right, and if you put in the work, you'll just deliver, you just crush it. Same with money. If you don't want to lose it, stop thinking about it, do something. Now here finally comes the secret how to never lose money again. You only pay for things and experiences that add long-term value to your life. At this moment you might be like, this was a waste of time. But think about it. Did you ever regret paying for something that really made you feel lucky and happy? And maybe even makes you feel lucky and happy today when you think back to it? Did you ever regret paying the amount X for one of your most precious memories? Gary Vee talks about changing your bills, and this is kind of the same thing. He basically says,
you need to change your bills, like clothes and their vacations and their food. Not buy a fresh fucking hoodie.
Live in a shitty apartment
And get a fucking shitty Toyota.
and eat shitty food in your 20s when you can still get away with it.
You know, if you're not happy but you got bills, why don't you look at your bills?
I do not fully agree with that, but I definitely agree that you need to know what your priorities are. If you save on accommodations and you only stay in shitty places, you're always taking the worst transport and you're only eating the cheapest, much unhealthiest food. But then you spend all your money, all your savings on drinks and party. Guess what? You're losing money. And when it's about travel, like, for God's sake, how can you enjoy travel and the goddamn world with all its beauty when you cannot even remember the half of it from being wasted all the time? But maybe you're not that kind of a person, so here's the same advice, just another way around. If you cut yourself from everything, again, shitty places, shitty transport, shitty food. Sounds like a shitty life, doesn't it? Do only spend money on things that add value to your life. If that means that you need a better accommodation once in a while because you're frustrated from all the shitty places you've been to, do that. If you need to eat more healthy, but in return you can handle basic transport somehow, do that. If there's this one expensive tour you'd really like to do, you've always dreamed of, rather do this one tour instead of doing 5 to 15 things for the budget backpack traveler life. Just be reasonable. If you can't afford a millionaire's life, don't. Just don't. And I know this because I really can relate. I know from first-hand experience that if you force yourself to live this super thrifty lifestyle, not granting yourself anything, one day it will backleash. It will backleash by overspending on everything to somehow compensate this permanent state of discomfort you've put on yourself. Me and Kat, we also had to learn this, but by the time we are only spending money on things that really make us feel good, that somehow support our happiness. Nothing expensive, but just this little extra. Like for instance, this stay, this Airbnb. We need always some kind of special veggie options. They're absolutely in for that. It's probably the most amazing breakfast we've had in these nearly 11 months traveling now. And you know, we also have someone we can talk to, that can help us, that can relate to us because they come from a Western background. All this, we paid a little more, but it makes us feel more comfortable and we're saving time on different other things. We don't have to look for breakfast, we don't have to look for recommendations, we got it all in here. Same with the trip to the Serengeti. We've spent so much money on traveling to Tanzania. Even though we saved a lot of money getting a super cheap trip to the Serengeti, it was a lot. But I would have paid it any time again because this was a lifelong dream. And And I enjoy the memories still. I hopefully will enjoy all those memories all my life. The vlog just turned out shitty. You can still check it out, but it's not a good vlog. I have to redo this someday. And by some crazy miracle, even though I'm not making more money than I used to make, I started spending less, saving more, and feeling better overall. It is somehow related to the price level in Southeast Asia. I mean, honestly, it's cheap here. But you see, even though my parents wanted to send me money for my birthday, I turned 30 about a month ago. No, I don't feel old. I decided to save it and just go with what I got. Because it's enough. It's enough to eat halfway healthy. It is enough to stay in accommodations I'm comfortable with. It is enough to take transports that are not really comfortable but I can handle somehow. It is enough. It is enough to be happy and content with what I have. And that is all I need. I'm only spending money on things that really add value to my life. In the best case, long-term value. No compromises. If you made it all the way here, first I have to say thank you for staying with me, and here's an extra tip for you. It's again a mindset thing, but for me, a lot changed the day that I arranged myself being okay with giving up on all of this. With going back, getting a job. I think it works somehow like this. If you arrange yourself with the discomfort you don't want to face, you kind of trick your brain into realizing that there's no threat, no fear, like nothing to worry about. And you're setting yourself free to finally take action. This was my first kind of travel advice video talking head thingy. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can get something out of it. And if not, I hope at least you were entertained somehow. I will do a few more of these in the future. If you don't want that, please let me know in the comments. If you like more of that, please let me know in the comments. There are a few more vlogs coming from our time in Laos. Also, there's a short movie coming on the meaning of freedom that I'm super stoked about because a lot of you have helped me with this. And we have to pack up. We have like 4 minutes left before we have to check out. We're going to Hanoi today, and yeah, this was the 500 subscriber special. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Only love, pirates. Stay addicted.